Hi, I'm Shazzia, and I'm here with my buddy Steve. Steve, thank you for joining us.
No worries. As head of learning at Cannes Lions, thank you for being here as well.
Of course. So we're going to talk a little bit about our wonderful program with Young Lions and Havas. So let's talk a little bit about how it got started and how it is this great program.
It's been a great partnership.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. So we started, what was it, five, 6 years ago. And, we were trying to figure out actually how to get more people into health. And at that time, I was working just with Havas Health, and it was how do we share the great work that we do at Havas Health with these wonderful students that you bring here. And we had this idea, let's introduce them to the Havas Café. And
it's gone from there.
And now look at it.
And this year, 220 students?
220 students from all over the world. We had Singapore represented, we had Denmark represented, and then obviously all of the schools from the United States. So it's grown into something really fabulous. And I thank you for your partnership with that.
Oh, no worries. And not only, of course, just the students, but you also had dinner with, or lunch with the educators themselves.
That's been a nice plus as well, just really getting to know the deans and the professors of the universities and really working together to really make sure this week is not just about the fun part of it, but also the learning, and that the learning continues. And I think the networking is such an important part of that learning. Yeah. And that's something that I feel like at our cafe that we're able to offer the students that they may not just get from more the traditional classroom style learning. So that's been a lot of fun to kind of work
I
on
often wonder what it must be like for that student, because they're probably thinking, oh my God, it's a networking session. They're probably thinking it's in a conference center or something like that. It's the most gorgeous space as well.
Yeah, I think it's a nice surprise for them when they first walk in. It's always like, oh my God, like this is, you're right, they were expecting like some type of like hotel conference room. And you go in and it's an open space, and we're at the cafe when we do these sessions. It's obviously, I'm there as well as the people presenting, but walking around the cafe, we have some of the senior-most people within the organization for them to network with. And I think just having that opportunity where you're exposed to people from literally all over the world that these students normally would not have the opportunity to meet with one-on-one, I think that's just such a plus.
I had an opportunity, so University of Georgia were one of the first groups that I think that you welcomed into their space. And I went to see, they come here for 3 weeks. They do a whole week before camp prepping. They attend the festival, then they do a week debrief. So I had a 2-hour how to Cannes with them down at their campus. And the big thing I said was network. Yeah. Everyone is so approachable here as well. That's what I really like. Yeah. And so we taught them the LinkedIn trick with the little barcode that you can do, instantly connect to people. Yep. And I bumped into many senior people, and I sometimes tell them that. They're like, oh my God, I get random people now coming up to me just asking for my my QR code.
Yeah, no, it's been a great week. I mean, and you know what? I think the program, what's great about it is just the evolution and how we continue every year to make it more relevant and grow it in a way that it's being more inclusive as well. So it started off where it was just like I said, just more focused on getting people introduced to the health industry. Now it's like, how do we make this a program that there's more diversity? How are we getting students that are represented that normally may not have the funds or just the means or just even the knowledge to know about programs like this? So how do we expose this to them? And I think the work you're doing is incredible there.
I think the next big piece for Lions is how do we get more 365 with those students and professors, right? Because my worry has always been that how up to date are professors? I'm not saying they're doing a bad job at all, right? But there's so much information out there. And I know that one of the reasons they come to the festival actually is for the content that's presented at the stages and in our partner locations, because it's either addressing the now or the future. And so imagine spending all that money on education and graduating to then find out that the knowledge is 10 years out of date or whatever. Right. That to me is just crazy. So I think we need to do a better job of actually now trying to engage with them 365. So maybe even getting into their curricula somehow, providing them creative exercises, games, case studies, because everyone loves looking at work as well, right? Yeah. Those award shows, they're packed every night. And so people love looking at work, but using the work to teach. Yeah. I think there's something that's the next evolution for us, I think.
No, I agree with, and it's interesting. I had a conversation with, I think it was University of Arizona, where
Nancy.
Lovely. Nancy, and they were talking about how they're actually building a 5th-year program for advertising, and how it's going to involve more things like this. The networking, the really building the case studies and hands-on work. So,
but it also brings in AI. Everyone's talking about AI, even if you're not in advertising and marketing, right? So it's a great opportunity to be, as I said earlier, to be like really forward-facing.
Yeah.
And I don't think young people are scared of AI. The ones that I talk to, old people like me, perhaps are, but the younger ones like, well, how do I actually use it in a really creative way to do whatever I want to do, right? So. Let's help them, right? Let's inspire them.
It's an interesting time for our industry.
Exciting.
I thank you for being such a great partner.
It's good.
To Havas, with me personally. I mean, it's been a lot of fun over the years working with you, and I'm excited.
Oh, no,
for the
me
future.
too. Yeah, if you don't have the good partners, right, it isn't going to work. Lions is a fantastic moment in time in the year, and this year has just been, I think, incredible.
Yeah.
The feedback I'm getting is brilliant, but we are like, we always say that we're kind of neutral in the industry, right? We don't try to take a position. So it's a platform for the industry to talk to the industry. So to move the industry as well, you kind of need some good partners as well. So, like a thank you back at you, because you're giving over your space. That costs money. That's a couple of hours. There's money spent on not only the time for those meetings that could have happened, the food and beverage, all that kind of stuff. So,
but I will tell you, the energy that we have in the cafe when those 220 students are in there is unlike anything else.
Because they're excited to be here as well, aren't they, right?
Oh my God, it is such a pure energy, and they just, they're like little sponges that just want to take it all in. And so I enjoy that. For me, that's the favorite event in the cafe.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's wonderful. Long may it continue.
Yes. And I love that we are so coordinated.
I know.
We planned this
we
next
did do it really well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.